You see, a lot of times we judge things from the outside in.
Instead of going out and experiencing things, we stay at home and judge things from a surface level.
Dude, get up.
In this video, me and Joe took it to the next level. We didn't want to be in the house. We decided to try something new. So we went out and joined a cult. And this cult was different than any other. It was not... Man, y'all, we didn't join no cult, but I'm going to put what type of event it was at the end of the video. And then let y'all decide while watching the video what type of event y'all think it is. There's only one thing you get from this video is get out the house and go try something new, bro. Go do something, record it or don't record it. Make a new experience. Let's get out of here, bro.
Smooth in the motherfucker.
Hey, what's good, y'all? It's New Gym Revitalization interviews this time. And we coming at y'all with something like the last video. John Foreman event. Yeah, it's like a music event or something like that. But we're gonna be asking them some questions. Getting like just like the last video, we asked them some questions. So we're gonna do the same thing here, guys. All right, so welcome to New Gem Evaluation Podcast. Today we have
Scotty Parker.
All right, and what is your occupation?
So I'm a strength and conditioning coach and athletic trainer.
Okay, so what made you decide that career in the path that you want to go to? Today we have
Callie Rich. Natalia.
And today we have about 3 questions I want to ask you. So first off, we want to start off by saying what's you guys' occupation?
I'm a nurse. I run my family's life.
Okay, that's an occupation too. So what led you guys to choosing this lifestyle?
I always wanted to be a part of sports. Wasn't good enough to play, but so I found another path to get there. So I spent 12 years working in professional sports.
Okay. So you are?
I'm Christy. Amanda.
All right. First off, I want to ask, what led you guys to your occupations?
Oh, I was like, well, that's a different. Anyway, well, I always knew that I wanted to be a nurse, and I took a little time off to be a mom also, and really came back to it because it's what I love.
I knew I always wanted to have a family, but then I think the career my husband was in just required me to step up and do a lot more, but I love it. We hybrid homeschool, and we are part of tons of really fun activities.
I'm a lawyer, so I worked for government for a while and wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. And most of the people I met, directors, people in different offices, they all kind of have law as their background, and I thought it was really cool to have like that level of diversity in your job. So after I left city government and I did consulting for a while, I decided that I would apply to law school, and I did, and did pretty great. So I'm really glad I did.
How do you feel about Biden?
Oh man, this is not great.
And you?
Well, I started growing up and getting older and becoming an adult, and I decided I didn't really like it. So I work with children, so I get to play with toys and do arts and crafts all day.
Nobody likes becoming an adult, so we gonna all put that out there. And why do you feel that way?
I just feel like with 320 million options out there that we could do better.
About Biden? I mean, he is the president. Very true. I think that he has there are things that I do really like about his policies. Like, I do appreciate his commitment to alleviating the student loan burden, his commitment to certain communities, and so on and so forth. But I also recognize that, like, there are a lot of things that he's had to deal with that can be really difficult. Like, there are a lot of political issues that are going on out there, and I know there's a lot of people who are like really discontent with the way that things are and feel like they don't have much of like a political choice. But also it's just a matter of making sure that you make the right decision for you as a person in terms of politics. And sometimes like you have the choices that you have. You make the best choice that you can.
Agreeable. And you?
Like on camera?
Start off with your name.
Marshall.
All right. And what is your occupation right now?
I manage a work space called Rome. You know about it? Yep. So actually, you're over there today.
Oh yeah, I was there too. Yeah. So, what led you to choosing this occupation? Who is your biggest idol? And why?
Is mainly the culture of the company. So like honestly the work itself never had any particular interest in workspace or work solutions, but I had a friend who worked with the company and he just loved the culture. And for me, I had been with a lot of companies that didn't have a lot of integrity and didn't have a lot of strong culture, and I knew how valuable that was. And so there's just like a real hospitality mindset, not just with our guests and our members, but also like amongst our staff and team. And I love that.
Okay. So, who would be you guys' favorite artist of all time?
Favorite music artist? I have so many different bands that I love. And I do love Switchfoot, obviously, that's why we're all kind of here. But I think Reliant K really resonates with me. It was kind of my introduction to kind of the like Christian / like we're here trying to live the right way music. And every time I hear their songs and every time I see them in concert, like I get that feeling all over again of like nostalgia and, you know, reminding me to be a better person and to like live better. So I would say Reliant K.
I've never heard of them, but I will check them out, definitely. And you?
I'm gonna go with Switchfoot and John Foreman in general, but Reliant K is actually a close second of mine.
So, what do you think you'd be doing if money was never an obstacle?
Good question. I love the idea of acting and music. I don't know if that's actually something I have skill of, but that would be fun. And I think like number one thing that holds me back from pursuing particularly acting right now would be money. So like, yeah, probably be pursuing that.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's an obstacle when people try to get into their dreams. Money is a factor.
Yeah.
So, who do you think your biggest idol is and why?
The honest truth is, I don't really have one.
That's fine too. That's fine. Not everybody has one.
I think like if I really think about my whole life, I think my mom probably is somebody I would like look up to and just admire for her resilience. And like she got married at 19 and couldn't have kids and wanted a family and just did all the hard things to do 35 years ago. And she chose to adopt and like build a family completely different than she ever imagined. So like just the way she chose to navigate and be flexible with her plan. I think she would be one of my like people I admire.
I don't know what biggest is going to be, so I'm going to hold off on that. But I'll just go ahead and say, just saw John Foreman, and genuinely, this is a guy who really impacted my life for a significant number of years. And I got a chance to talk with him a little bit earlier, and just hearing about how someone takes something that people often get really wrong, which is like Christian music, and was able to do it in a really, I think, authentic and genuine way that resonates with people, was something that spoke to me. And he also was real in a way that I hadn't heard before, and that helped me in a place that was, darker place. So anyway, it was really cool to get to see him tonight.
Alrighty, all right. That's all the questions I have for you. Thank you for your time. No problem. And
Yeah, Marshall_Jones.
Marshall_Jones.
Yeah.
Thank you guys again. No problem. No problem. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your time, man. No problem.
And that's the new James Evaluation interviews. Hope y'all loved it. We just did something new.
Say you're gonna
and,
be
we'll be back with
in
something else.
love with me. It's driving me crazy. Yeah, yeah, okay. We're so